Shakespeare is one of the most famous writers. I mean, he is literally regarded as one of the greatest playwrights and poets of all time. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon in England in about 1564. So over his lifetime, he wrote a ton of plays, 39 plays and 154 sonnets. His most notable works generally are his tragedies, and we're actually going to be reading one of his tragedies in this class, and that's Macbeth. So I really enjoy teaching Shakespeare. I do really like Shakespearean tragedies. I grew up reading them in school, just like you're doing here. And I always found that with Shakespeare and his plays, there was just something really interesting about the way he created these characters, and not even so much that I felt like the things that they learned could be applied to today. It was more along the lines of, wow, that's really messed up. Or, oof, I mean, it's still after all these years. You figure it's 400 years later. We're still looking at these characters and talking about what they've done. So Shakespearean tragedies are a pretty particular type of play. It has a protagonist who experiences a great fall or downfall. Now, Shakespeare didn't invent the tragedy. That was actually the Greeks. The Greeks were really big on comedy and tragedy. And Shakespeare took those same ideas and made them his own. So because of a hero, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a hero, but just because of a person's personal flaws, as well as external forces, they have this great downfall. They have very serious tones, they have complex characters, and they really do explore topics like fate, ambition, and really generally the human condition. So, important facts about Macbeth in particular. Just to reiterate, Macbeth is one of Shakespeare's most famous tragedies. What you will probably find as we go through it is that there are elements of Macbeth that you've seen in commercials or television shows. The Simpsons are really big on having episodes that have things that really give shout outs to William Shakespeare all the time. This play in particular explores factors that drive individuals to make bad choices. Choices that, you sit back, dramatic irony as the reader or the viewer, and you're thinking, oh, that's really not a great decision. Another important fact is that the central character, Macbeth, much like we just talked about because he is a tragic figure, undergoes a personal downfall due to a significantly bad decision. So because of the choices he makes, because of the things he decides to do based on external factors, he goes against his own character and leads to his downfall. The narrative revolves around a virtuous man led astray by a poor choice. So think about that article that I wanted you to find and write about, and your essay that you wrote about. When we start to really step back and look at the nature of human beings, and I mean, human beings are amazing. They contain multitudes, right? Walt Whitman. So we really want to think about what causes a generally virtuous, good person to be led astray, to do things that they know are innately wrong, but then do them anyway because they think that it's going to create some outcome that's beneficial for them. The last and final important fact for Macbeth Part 1 is that in this play, Shakespeare really aims to delve into human behavior. He really wants us to look at, why do good individuals commit harmful acts?